Hey, everyone. Hey, my educator besties. And if this is your first time tuning in to us, I am your train lady, LaShawn Carter. And I am so excited, you guys, about today's topic. We're diving into our first topic of our series for the classroom management teachable moments. We're going to give you real examples, okay? Some real things that done happen inside classrooms. And I'm going to give you a little bit about my story in education because some people be like, how you become the expert? How you do this and do that, And so I really want to make sure that you understand I come from an educational background myself. I am the proud owner of Tiny Tigers Learning Center in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I have been operating on that location right now for only 10 years, but I had a home daycare as well. But I'm gonna give you a little sprinkle, dab into my personal, a little bit later. But I really want to talk to you about today's series, and topic is. Are you ready? Drumline. Say hey to my little friend. This is my sparkle razzle dazzle. So when y'all see me going, wow, come on, this is my little sparkle one. Okay, you'll learn more about it as well. But I want to talk to you guys, and I got my notes today. I wanted to make sure that I educate you guys, give you some clarity, give you some refocus in them classrooms. And today we're talking about it starts with your mindset and your energy. So I want you to, if you're looking at this inside your classrooms, even if you're watching this while you're driving, I hope you're not, but if you are, because I know sometimes on my long road trips, I like listen to some YouTube, some podcasts, and just get my mind together. I want you to really understand what it means to come into those classrooms with a clear mindset. What does it mean about my energy? Is my energy off? Am I having a bad day? Am I feeling my best? And sometimes we think as educators that, hey, ain't nothing wrong with me, girl. I'm good. These children just got to get their life together, right? Be like, they better get with the program. Oh, they just be me. Oh, okay, so one thing I like to tell people, if you get honest with yourself, you get a lot more help. All right, let's dive on in. So I got about 4 points I'm going to give to you guys. And I want you to write these down if you can, or just hit the replay. But the first thing I want you to do before we go into these points is I want you to like, share, and subscribe. Okay. I want you to do that for me. So if you haven't already, go ahead and like, share, subscribe. I'm gonna wait for you. I'm gonna wait. I ain't gonna be in no rush, honey. I'm gonna wait for you. Okay. All right. I'm giving you 5 more minutes. Okay. We getting ready to get in there. All right. It's time for me to go in. I put the bounce sound. Boop. So the first thing we're gonna talk about, point one, is how kids mirror your energy. If you're watching this in your classroom, this morning, when you walked in, how was your energy? How were you? Were you rushing? Were you running in, got bags everywhere, and you was rushing to put your stuff up? You had to go fix your coffee, go chat with your girls down the road and tell them how your weekend was. Was that you this morning? Then guess what your kid's going to feel? That they need to rush as well. Oh, yeah. And then our next one is, if you're loud. If you're screaming and yelling all day long, what you think your kid's gonna be? Loud, screaming. And then you like, oh, why they so loud? Why they won't just, hey, everybody, inside voice, but you're not using your inside voice, right? If you're stressed, oh, we get it. Everything is life for everybody, not just you, baby. Life is for everybody right now. It ain't just you over there. Oh, not you. It's everybody. But how our energy is when we walk into that classroom, how we talk with these students, how we are moving, our body says a lot. Our face expressions may say a lot, but our body says a lot as well. And we have to be careful with that because the kids become settled. They become like they're stressed. And them stressful kids, if you never had a bunch of stressful kids, okay. Oh, baby, you in for it. Because stressful kids, woo, sorry, y'all, my phone fell. It was vibrating. Let you know I'm a real human, huh? But having them stressful kids is not fun. So, give you some classroom examples real quick while we freshen up. If you need to go get you something to drink, stop and get you something to drink, honey. I am. You walking in late. How many of us have them staff members? They show up when they feel like it. They supposed to be on the schedule at 8 o'clock. They don't show up to 8:15, 8:30, 8:25. And really they didn't show up because they come into the building. They run, they're already behind, but they got to go fix their breakfast. They got to go do this. They got to go do that. And then they enter into the classroom and be like, oh, y'all need to sit down. Be quiet. Oh, honey, hurry up and go to the bathroom. Stop asking me about going to the bathroom. Just go on to the bathroom. How many? Come on, if you can put down in the chat that yes, I have that, or you know what, I ain't even gonna make you feel bad. I'll put a number 2. Put a number 2 in the chat box. Put it in the comments. I know what you're talking about. And then you're wondering why the kids are acting the way they acting when they come into this environment, because it starts with you. It starts with you having a mindset, an energy. I talk to my staff over and over, and they're probably, if they're watching this, they'll tell you the same thing. Yes, set a goal for your day. Make sure that your goal is set for that day. If it's a Monday, it's a motivational Monday. It's a mindset and shift Monday. If it's a Tuesday, it's a terrific Tuesday. You get it. You get to set them affirmations for yourself. Instead of when you're coming into that classroom late, you're rushing. Now you're flipping through. You're trying to get the work assignment done. You're trying to understand why the kids are not doing what they need to do. You know, we know. Instead, let's do this. I want y'all to take a time. If you're driving, don't close your eyes. But just close your eyes, and you walking into a classroom. You walk into the classroom, and it's calm. It's peaceful. It's not stressful. You're saying, good morning, friends. That's my new little saying now. I say, everybody's my friend. I say, good morning, friends. How my friends doing? In a soft tone. You can, now my building, I have no doors but one door. So sometimes I have to be a little loud, a little razzle-dazzle, okay? And then slow movement. Making sure that you touch and engage and representing yourself in them classrooms to where you're talking to the students. I'm going to say this to my directors too. Sometimes y'all need to get out them outfits and go in there and talk to them students and let them know their presence of someone there loves them, that they feel safe, that the mindset, the teacher might be feeling stressful, but they do have somebody in this building that it has a mindset and feel free and they lovable and approachable too. Now, kids will start matching your peace. They feel safer. They settle down quicker. How many of you go in there and you say, everybody clap your hands, and you got one student that paid attention? Okay. Well, if you come into that classroom with a peace, with a subtlety to where you're like, hey, I'm zoned in today. It's all about you guys, okay? Point number 2. You set the tone before you start teaching. Oh, yeah, I'm going to pause for a minute on that one. Oh. So we know about the whole setting that tone before you enter into a building. You know how my grandmama used to tell me, you speak when you walk into somebody's classroom, somebody's home. You speak. Good morning. How you doing? Some of that done left in this generation, and we want to bring that back. I just had to make that a side note. Say this to your classroom, in your classroom management. I want you to think about it. When you set that tone before you start teaching, why is it that we throw the worksheets out and say, okay, y'all call her? We don't give no instructions. We don't give no direction of what the assignment is about. What are we talking about this week? If we're talking about elephants, are we talking about bugs? Set that tone. So when we say this starts with you, and I'm sorry, I'm looking down at my notes. I want to make sure I stay on topic. Classroom management just doesn't start when you start teaching. It starts the absolutely moment you walk into that door. When you walk into your classroom, that teachable moment, that setting that tone starts right then and there. I say set the temperature. I know I walked into my store today and it was hot. I was like, oh, I turned the AC off yesterday evening when my son closed the store down, and I walked in and it was like hot. So I had to go reset the thermostat to make it a temperature that I am comfortable with. I don't want to be too cold and I don't want to be too hot either. It's the same way with coming into your classrooms. You want to set that temperature. Okay. Now I'm gonna pause for a moment for those that are just tuning in and you like, who is this lady? Who's she talking to? I am LaShawn Carter and I am your train lady. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to hit the bell, like, share, subscribe. Also go visit our Facebook page, the EDU station right here behind us. If you see me, it's me and the train lady. We also have some membership deals that we're going to be talking about here at the end. And I might be doing a free giveaway. So you might want to stay on to the end, okay? Because you might have a chance to win you a free gift card or a gift or something in the works, okay? So don't just leave. Oh, girl, it's too long. I can't stay. But this is some useful tips that'll help with your educators or help yourself in those classrooms. All right, let's get back to it. Get you something to drink because I'm going to sit back. Now we're getting into point number 2. A teacher walks in. This is an example, you guys. I'm on one of those type of owners and directors that love to give examples so that way you can see it. This probably happening right now in your organization. The teacher walks in. She drops her bags. She starts fixing stuff. Kids just everywhere. They are just chaotic. They all over everywhere. No structure or nothing in place. And so that's the chaos before it leaves even started. We need to handle that, right? Now, imagine a teacher walks in with the intent to stand at the door and greets every student that comes in. Hello, Emily. Good morning, Mom. How are we doing today, Mom? How was she last night? She had an awesome night. She slept good. All right. Anything I need to know today? Great. Awesome. Hey, Emily, today we're going to go right over there. We are playing. Some of your friends are playing over there in the block area or the dramatic play area. You just go wash your hands and pick which center you want to go to today, okay? All right. Yes, we're going to have an amazing day because guess what we're learning about? We're learning about the letter S today, and we're going to learn the letter sounds and what all starts with the letter S. See how Emily nowadays is set. You set that tone for that child. Now, I get it. Hold on. Don't sit there and be like, girl, that ain't happening for everybody. I get it, friend. Let me tell you why I get it. Because we have some of them kids that come in. We don't have no. If you come in September the 25th through the 27th, you're going to see my child care facility if you signed up for the VIP. Because you're going to have that field experience to come down and visit my location of my child care. But I want to throw this in because people think, oh, I have all these systems in place and everything else that it doesn't happen in my location. Have you ever had that one child that just don't want to get away from their mama? They proud and they screaming, and then when mama done shut the door, they stop screaming. But when the mama drop them off, they just is screaming like we done killed them kids, honey. And we ain't done nothing to the little baby. It's just a simple fact that she don't want to let mommy go, right? So you still have to have that same thing. That's why I be like, hey, friend, how we doing today, friend? And then friend be like, I just want my mama. I know. I love my mama dearly, too. And I miss her when she leave out of my presence, too. But I know she's coming back and pick me up, friend. Yeah, she'll be back, friend. Well, guess what, friend? Your friend is over there paying and all the wonderful stations. Which station would you like to join today? Oh, you like to go over there to the dramatic play? Okay, friend. Well, let's go wash our hands. Let's say bye to our moms, and we go. See how that makes it more approachable, even though we're still talking to that child. And one cute thing I want to tell you guys, stop standing above the kids. Now, I'm short, so the kids by my height. You can laugh for a little 5 minutes. You laugh too long. But I'm saying this because when we're standing up this high to them, they still feeling like, oh my God, it's a lot. Get on their level, y'all. Talk to them. Let them know, hey, we're friends. Let's just go. We're going to enjoy ourselves today. We learn about this. So I want you to go hang your bags up. Go over there to the dramatic play area. I'm going to wash your hands. Go to the dramatic play area. And let's get ready to start our morning walk, friend. When them children walk into your atmosphere, have things set up. Have things ready for them, okay? And so I'm going to go ahead and go to my point 3, which is your body language speaks first. Your body language tells a story, honey. I know I got some educators, they face can say it all. And I'd be like, nope, I'm going to go this way because I can tell that you're not in that mood, you know. So you don't You don't even have to say anything, and your body already told that staff member, that educator, that new enrolling parent, the parent that's dropping their kids off, what kind of day it's going to be. So think how your classroom feel when they see your body parents, you slouching down, or you with your arms crossed, or you just like this. Or better yet, this little pet peeve, always in your phone. Always in your phone. So when we're doing these type of things, what do you think happens? What do you think happens? You start the center start looking crazy, the classroom start looking crazy. It's chaos everywhere. So again, my classroom example for this is slouching, looking tired. You didn't get enough rest. You're avoiding eye contact with your kids and their parents and the staff members and administrators. You having a bad day. And the kids start ignoring your directions. You telling them to go over here. They ain't paying you no attention. They test your boundaries. I say sometimes they test my gangster, but they test your boundaries. They're like, honey, she ain't paying us no attention today. She having an off day, honey. She don't care. She tired, y'all. She tired. Look at her. She tired. So what you need to work on is having a stronger presence. Get into that classroom. Sometimes when I walk into the classroom, I don't find a chair to sit down first. I find that one student that I see that's sitting by themselves and not playing with a lot of people. So I go over there to that student and I make contact. I ask them what they're doing. What are you doing today? What are you building? I have that interaction with that kid and I make eye contact with that student. I pay attention to what that student is doing. And if we're getting ready to transition, I wait and I give direction and say, hey, friends, we're getting ready to transition to do our morning circle time. If you can hear me, clap 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now, if I'm in my bigger classroom in my pre-K program, I say, let the church say amen. And they say amen. I don't hear it loud enough. I say, let the church say amen. And I say it twice so that way they can understand, oh, okay, she's demanding our attention. Making eye contact. I teach my students that all the time. When you're talking to someone, have direct eye contact. That's how you know if you can really trust that person. You can read that person very, very well. Gift of discernment to come real quickly. So our point number 4, preparation equals peace. Say it again. Preparation equals peace. Oh, I just want to say it one more time. Preparation equals peace, y'all. Half of your stress comes for being unprepared. I don't know how many times I have to say this to educators, even in my own center. I say, when you're not prepared, the kid's not either. When you sitting there cutting out the art project that should have been cut it out during your teacher period, oh, I'm going to step on some toes. That should have been cut out during your teacher period, but you want to wait to do it while the kids are up that morning and you cutting out scissors, trying to get the glue dots or the eyeballs and everything else. You're not prepared. None of your classroom stuff is prepared. So now the children got to sit there and hold on you. Now you off your schedule. Your classroom schedule is not going what you told it was going to do today. No, it's not working, okay? Now the kids talking, they moving, they off task. Versus when you are prepared, you had the material ready for the next day. So if I know Friday I'm shutting down, they don't mean, hey, I don't have my morning tasks, my morning Monday buckets. And I'm going to make sure I show y'all examples of all this stuff when y'all come down in September about having your morning bucket set up. So that way you are in your afternoon buckets. I don't leave my afternoon shift out. Even your afternoon buckets ready. So that way you ain't getting ready. You're staying ready. Okay. I ain't got my point on that. You staying ready. So having your materials ready, plan is ready. Not just the lead teacher, because I know that some people have lead teachers and assistant teachers. All of us understand what your game plan is for the next day. Even the kids. We're starting with centers to go. Like if you say, hey, we're going to this center now, and then they know your transition is to flow into the morning circle time, then it flows into a small group, then it flows into outside, then it flows to coming back inside to lunch. Oh, we're going to talk about all this, okay, in the classroom management series. Before I get to my last point, I wanted to know, I know y'all been hearing me talking about our classroom management workshop, and I want you to be there at our classroom management workshop September the 25th through the 27th, which is going to be amazing. We got some amazing speakers, and I'll be talking more and more about it through our series. So please, if you haven't, visit our website. It's going to be in our bio. Click on it, go visit the website, get your tickets. We got group rates available. So if you want to bring in a group, come on. If you want to come on our VIP special night, that's when you get to sit down with me inside the EDU station. We're going to have I'm going to talk all classroom management, but we're going to solve real problems. I'm telling you, this ain't your average workshop. You're going to need to bring your laptop. You're going to need to bring your another laptop, a flash drive, a couple of other things, because I'm telling you, you're going to leave there getting ready to say, hey, I'm not playing small anymore. I'm playing bigger with my classrooms. I'm tired of having these bulletin boards and everything. Oh, Sean, I'm getting off topic. See, this is why I stay on my notes. Y'all got to be there. Be there. All right. Point number 5. Rest yourself before you reset the classroom. Let me say that back over. You need to be well rested before you start resetting this classroom. It starts with you, but if you're not well rested, if before you can go in there and correct that classroom, you got to check yourself, girl. Get that mirror and look at yourself. You got to start saying them affirmations to yourself. Get to the point to where you know who you are and that you're not going to let anybody else dictate your day. You the one set the tone in that classroom. Teachers' frustration, a snappy tone, short patience. Do you have some of them educators that have a short patience? They got a snappy tone. They feel like they got an attitude every single day. And the kids start pushing back, more behavior issues. You start having more accident reports done than you need. Okay, I'm going to move on. Now, when a teacher is well rested and they can reset their classroom, they come in, they take deep breaths. Take your deep breath. They reset the tone in that classroom. They say, let's start this back over. Hey, you ever got to a point in your life where you have to like hit reset in your day just in the middle of the week? I normally have to do it sometimes on Thursday. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to hit reset. But the kids start coming down a lot faster. When that teacher comes into that room and has resetted that room, they feel a little bit more powerful. They start following the lead of what the teachers are saying and start understanding. This behavior not just stops at the childcare, at the center, or at the school. It also starts at home as well. If we can just set that tone in the school system and we take this and give it to the parents and they start setting the tone in the household, oh, won't your days just feel like glory? I love going into my program, right? So real talk for a moment. I want you to take this moment and really think about the 5 tips I gave you. Some of y'all are not dealing with behavior problems. Some of you are dealing with behavior problems. You just walking into an already stressful classroom and it's responding to your bad behaviors. I'm going to say it. Somebody probably say, girl, nah, your classroom is stressing you out to where you can't even think about how to be creative in your classroom. You can't even think about what you mean by mindset, Miss Carter. I don't have the mindset. I don't have anything of that right now. Your classroom is so chaotic right now. You're just like, hey, I'm going with the flow. I'm just here to work my 8 and get my paycheck and go about my business. Well, I'm talking to you. Talking to you. I got to get my sparkle back. I want you to know that it is a workshop just dedicated to you. I want you to attend September 25th through the 27th. I want you to be at this Unleash Your Teacher workshop. Unleash Your Teacher Superpower workshop. I want you to be there. Because if you feeling like, hey, this is it for me, I'm looking at changing my career. I can't get my classroom under control. It's stressing me out. I'm bored. I'm out of my mind. My assistant teacher is not helping me. We're going to help you develop a classroom management skill that you're going to be like, oh my God, I wish I had this a lot longer. Maybe I would have enjoyed working at my last workplace before. I don't know if that hit somebody, but if it did, let me know in the comments, okay? So I want you to think about these few strategies I want you to do. Set your morning rest routine. What that means is before the kids walk in, I want you to do this. Stand still for 10 seconds in your classroom. Because in that moment, I want you to just hear, feel, and be present in that classroom. Take a deep breath. And then I want you to say this: I'm in control of this room. I'm in control of this room. And remind yourself, it's 3 things that you can control daily: your tone, your pace, and your response. And I'm going to go back over those: your tone, your pace, and your response. Because once you control these things in your classrooms, the classroom itself will start changing. You will start seeing that your kids are responding to you, that they are like, oh my God, I can't believe Miss Tamika is asking me to do this, but I'm gonna go on over here to the science center. I'm gonna go enjoy over here to the dramatic play. You just don't understand that control piece. And I mean it's like, not like, oh, you got to take controlling of your classroom. Have you ever walked out? And I'm gonna challenge you to walk into another child care providers or another classroom. I'm not just talking to child care, I'm also talking to school teachers as well. Go into somebody else's classroom and see. You can hear a pin drop in some of these classrooms. You'd be like, where the kids at? Because she done demand, or he done demand controlling his classroom. Now, this is the end of me. I know I was a little longer today because I wanted to introduce you guys. This is the first time you're meeting me. For some, this is the first time, but this is some of y'all. Y'all done seen the train lady before. You done catch me out there on vendor shows, on speaking engagements, and I thank you for tuning in. And if you like what you're hearing so far, I need your help for this, for real. I need you to hit that bell. I want you to share it with other people, and not just that. I want you inside our Unleash Your Teacher Superpower workshop. I'm gonna leave the link. I'm gonna make sure that you get access to this link. I want you to be there, because we're gonna break down step by step, so you can walk into your classrooms on Monday with confidence and control. We're gonna make sure that you walk out of there with a classroom management system that you are able to not just take it and put it in there, but you're able to implement it to all the other teachers and staff members that you work with. And if you want to weekly support, come join the Teacher Squad. We have a Teacher Squad membership that's $9.99 a month, and we're working together. We're brainstorming. We're coming up with different ideas for our classroom concepts. We're also going to have different people to come on and talk to you about different things from far as mental health. That's one thing that's important to me, is making sure that as educators that we take care of ourselves. So we're going to have that self-talk. We're going to also have book meetings, so where you can come and we can join our book clubs. So I am so excited about that. We'll leave the link to all these wonderful things in our bio. Make sure that, again, that you like, share, and subscribe. Catch us over there on Facebook, the EDU Station. On TikTok, we on the EDU Station. And again, I thank you for joining in. All aboard the EDU Station. Your train lady out.
Moving back to school is fun. Sarah and her mother are so excited about the reopening of the school. But one thing that is bothering both of them is that Sarah has not yet picked up the necessary school supplies, which can cause her to have problems learning effectively. Meanwhile, Sarah calls her best friend Julia to find out if she has restocked school supplies. Sarah finds Julia so excited as she has already packed her bag with all essentials from the Education Learning Express at a lower price as compared to the market rate. Listening to this, impatient Sarah also convinces her mother to restock her school supplies from the exact place as Julia. Holding a supply list in hand when Sarah enters the Educational Learning Express, balloons with happiness to see everything from A to Z over there. Sarah's mother is finally relaxed to have the opportunity to do school shopping from a one-stop shop that not only saves her time and energy, but money too.